I distinctly remember, and I wrote about it in my first book, The Shepherd's Life. I distinctly remember being at secondary school where they thought that we were blank slates, and quite disappointing blank slates, because we were farm boys and girls or factory workers or hairdressers' kids. And they thought that they wanted to imprint on the blank slates that we should leave, we should go to London, we should go to Oxford, we should go to Cambridge. Actually, they never mentioned those two places in my school, but the general idea was you were meant to leave and become somebody. And becoming somebody meant not being a worker, not being provincial or small-minded, not being yoked to the place and thinking that was the most important thing, but pursuing your own self-development, pursuing ideas, pursuing wealth, whatever it was. But it was always somewhere else. It was like beyond the horizon, in the place that the clever people went to. And I remember hearing this, and they sort of wanted that for me, because in my moments where I did work hard at school, I was probably quite good at school, and they saw that, but I wouldn't engage. And for me, it was because they were asking me to do something that felt like a betrayal, and also something that didn't make sense. So they were implicitly saying to me, or I felt they were, that what my grandfather was, who was basically a sort of small peasant farmer, or sort of small yeoman farmer, maybe more accurately, that he wasn't anything. He wasn't a someone. He was a nobody. And I remember being enraged by this, because it seemed both illogical and unfair and blind. So I would hang out with this old man who's my grandfather, and he was wise and he was clever. He knew all of the wildlife around him. He knew all the people in his community. He was respected. But it was somehow all beneath their gaze, beneath what they thought was important. And many years later, when my life changed a little bit and I realized that maybe I could write a book, I was sort of channeling that feeling. I wanted to tell the people that read books. I'm like, whoa, hang on a minute. Yeah, screw you. Forget, that's slightly rude language. I wanted to push back against that and use whatever talent I had for telling a story to say, no, you don't see me.